In this video, I have two opinions, both of which are fairly controversial, but I guess that's just because I'm a controversial guy. The entire time leading up to the release of a Minecraft movie, I continue to think about just the sheer amount of movie adaptations there have been lately and why they continue to be produced after continually proving they only make people angry and sad. And that train of thought led me to think about the last video game movie adaptation we all saw, which was the Super Mario Bros. Movie, which was a movie that didn't feel right to me at all. An experience like the Super Mario Bros. Movie was a rare experience in that it was just one of those movies that to me just felt like a waste of time. It wasn't good, it wasn't bad, it just kind of happened. The movie features plumbers Mario and Luigi going to the Mushroom Kingdom, meeting recognizable characters, becoming Super Mario and Super Luigi, defeating Bowser, and then the movie just ends. Basically, the movie took the classic Mario formula from every Mario game ever made and proceeded to do absolutely nothing with it. It was like a chef discovering salt and then just eating it. The producers of this film used every asset handed to them for absolutely no purpose other than to just do the thing. Hey, do the thing. Hey, do the thing that you do. The Super Mario Bros. Movie was so overly fixated on familiarity that it handicapped their ability to add any amount of imagination. And unfortunately, this lack of creativity resulted in an overall favorable result with an above 50% score on Rotten Tomatoes and a 7 out of 10 on IMDb. And I already know what you're saying.
I'm gonna break my monitor, I swear!
It's a kid's movie. They need to make it simple. You know what kids are really good at? Imagining things. It wouldn't have hurt to envelop some unique twists and turns into the story. Rather than the Mario movie becoming an expansion from an iconic IP, it just became another installation of it. Like, releasing a movie to the theaters is no different from just porting a game to a new console. And because of this unwillingness to expand in any way, in my opinion, everything in the movie just fell completely flat. The executive order to stray not even an inch from the original formula was visible in the writing. You could tell from the very beginning exactly how the movie would end, so everything in between just felt worthless. Every joke was either just a reference to something in the game, or the classic "what's this thing?" or the "this is weird" trope, which, to be fair, pretty much every movie adaptation of all time makes that same joke, and I try to tell them that it's not funny, but they won't listen to me. The entire movie was just standing in front of a mirror and laughing at itself. There really didn't seem to be any bit of humor that was a part of anything beyond the original IP. And that's the expected result when you force yourself to stick to a basic storybook formula that was never intended to inspire a movie in the first place. As a lifelong Nintendo fan who was never allowed to play shooter games under my parents' roof, Nintendo was basically all I had. And the Mario movie was basically the equivalent of Nintendo saying, "Duke, do you want the ball?" Knowing I'd throw myself into a theater to watch this movie no matter how good it was. And the worst part about it, they got me.
You got me.
I fell for it like a little stinker. It may sound overly dramatic, but I'm honestly telling you the best word to describe this movie was
empty. Empty. Empty.
It evoked no emotion other than simply recognizing characters that have already been everywhere for 40 years. They created a whole montage for the sole purpose of playing Take On Me for no reason, which didn't fit the atmosphere or the story for the movie at all. If you're going to have a scene with a song in it, pick one that actually contributes to what I'm watching. Otherwise, you're drawing me out of the movie. And I'm not just dogging on this movie because I'm in the mood to stir the pot. I'm dogging on it because the Minecraft thingy just dropped, and I've got some important things to say about that. Leading up to the release of the Minecraft movie was a bit of a roller coaster for me, because upon announcement I was excited, and then the first trailer released and I was no longer excited. And then the second trailer released and I was a little skeptical, saying, "Don't play games with me, buddy." Then in the coming weeks before release, everything was so hyped up I was pretty much required to go see it. The Minecraft movie marketing campaign was one that arguably fell pretty flat and was subject to a lot of criticism at first, but then was completely salvaged by brain rot creators on TikTok just spamming catchphrases all over the place.
The nether, the nether, the nether, the nether.
I started seeing these absolutely ridiculous movie theater reactions going around. People literally getting kicked out of the movie theaters for tossing popcorn in the air and doing backflips in the aisles like the frickin' church scene from Blues Brothers. And my genuine reaction to this was, they must be really enjoying that movie.
This movie is going to change our lives!
so I just felt like I had to go see it for myself. The cast was one that to me made sense at first because it stars Jack Black, who overall just seems like a huge gamer.
Guys, I played the new FNAF, and it's pretty good.
But then I frustratingly remembered that the Mario movie also starred Jack Black, so I didn't exactly have the best taste in my mouth. But God says to forgive, and thus I forgave. So I grabbed a friend and went to see the movie, but only if it was on $5 Tuesday, because lately my wallet has been begging me to let it shrivel and die.
Chicken jockey.
I went into this movie theater with the preconceived notion that it was going to disappoint me, just like the last time I saw a video game movie adaptation. I knew I wanted to make a video about this movie before I even went to see it, and I knew it would be about how much it sucked. I wanted so badly just to hate the movie, to find the negative side, but the more I watched it, the more frustrated I became at how genuinely hilarious this movie was. To my surprise, Jack Black was mostly hilarious in this movie. Put on this shirt and just freestyle, and seemed really committed to his role, even though it's basically just his real life personality.
That was great, by the way.
And Jason Momoa was hilarious too, but I already knew he would be, because I love Jason Momoa, especially in those T-Mobile commercials. Oh my goodness. God, he's awesome. This movie had so many stupid jokes crammed into the 1 hour 40 minutes that it was actually difficult during certain segments to pull myself together. There were so many unexpected jokes in the sense that a lot of them came from places completely unrelated to Minecraft. So many random out of left field jabs at random fan bases and demographics. I never would have expected this movie to make a fool out of storage unit auctioneers or art teachers or recent divorcees or the financially challenged. And this freaking Big Chungus character had me wheezing like he had absolutely no business being as funny as he was.
I'm really sorry, but I have to unalive you and stuff.
The main villain was also pretty great. There was this gag at the end of the movie where she kept saying, "Come closer," trying to stab Steve like 3 times, and each time Steve just immediately swatted the knife out of her hand. It's funny stuff, dude. I don't know what to say.
Funny stuff!
Actually, I do know what to say. And now I'm gonna say it. The reason why this movie is so funny is because most of the jokes actually pertained to the original characters and their lives, and not just the adapted IP. We all thought it was going to be just about Minecraft, and that was what lowered my expectations. Similar to Super Mario Bros., Minecraft is a property that's been well known and explored by millions of people over several years, but their associated films are completely different in one facet: deviation. No, not you creep. Get out of here. Where the Super Mario Bros. Movie failed is exactly where the Minecraft movie succeeded. One movie was constricted, unexplored, and unadventurous, while the other was willing to expand from what was expected and explore new ideas. In contrast to what seemed like the fundamental purpose of the Mario movie, which was to only add to an existing reputation, the Minecraft movie was willing to branch out and make a name for itself, not as an annexation, but as its own separate identity. And this is not to lead anyone into believing that I think the writers and directors of the Mario movie did a bad job. What I'm actually saying is that one adaptation allowed creativity and one didn't. The biggest reason I think the Minecraft movie resonates so well with me is because Minecraft itself is a much more open-ended concept than Super Mario. Unlike Mario, where the personalities, motives, and aspirations for the characters are pre-decided, Minecraft as a game is entirely reliant on the personality and input of the individual player, whoever they might be. Minecraft, ever since its conception, has been marketed as a game that can be whatever you want it to be, where you can create whatever you want to create and do whatever you want to do. It makes complete sense that the movie flourished in the creativity department because the game not only allows deviation, its entire selling proposition is the consumer's ability to deviate.
Build something that's set to your mind and have stories to tell with your friends.
So when this law is already in place, you can create characters whose adaptation to this new world is whatever you write it to be. There's no canonical character in Minecraft who's an old school gamer nerd, nor is there a character for a misunderstood kid who just wants to create stuff.
You also got this boring ass kid, but who cares?
And there's not even a character for Steve. His entire purpose in Minecraft is to be a blank slate. This is exactly why they named it the A Minecraft Movie and not the Minecraft Movie, because it's not supposed to be the singular representation of what it's adapting. It allows room for other stories and characters and creative creators to continue to expand on the original concept, which in essence is a sandbox.
To satisfy his unquenchable thirst for pointless construction.
The movie doesn't fixate on being a single correct canonical representation of its IP, but rather just a representation of what Minecraft has to offer. It's almost just an invitation to continue making Minecraft an escape for yourself or a tool for your imagination, just like it's always been.
How many of you have autism?
It's not an end-all be-all. It's just there to be enjoyed, and that's enough. You're enough. I appreciate that the Minecraft movie is willing to just be a movie with some jokes and a somewhat new story and some flaws here and there. It understands its purpose is to entertain, not to dictate. The Mario movie, on the other hand, can only be whatever the Mario universe is by definition. The Minecraft movie flourishes because Minecraft has no definition. This is why, to me, the Mario movie felt completely deflated because there was never any inflation in the first place. And this is not to say that the Minecraft movie is only good because Minecraft is good, and it's definitely not to say that the Mario movie is bad because Mario is bad. I am simply stating that these two video games, with their silly little movies, are completely different kinds of video games that allow for different kinds of silly little movies. One barely provoked any emotion, and the other, yeah, it found my tender spot.
My Dennis.
Don't get me wrong, there are definitely some things about this movie that I wasn't a huge fan of. Overall, the animations and design was pretty great and felt really well animated, but the villager designs were just no, do not. Also, Jennifer Coolidge, her character was funny, but I don't like Jennifer Coolidge and I want her to stop being in ads. Please stop being in ads.
I got another double shot, double cream, double froth, double pump, double whip, double hot.
Also, I was not crazy about that Lava Chicken song at all.
Jingle suck butt.
Overall, I'm fairly against singing in movies in general because it's almost always forced and unnecessary. Unless you're Damien Chazelle, I will not be La La Landing myself into a theater to see that. And yeah, like I was saying earlier, there were bound to be a handful of, "This is weird, what's this thing do? This place makes no sense" jokes, because every adaptation movie does that stuff. This doesn't make any sense. The world is all blocks. It happened in those Jumanji movies too, which, no way. That also has Jack Black in it? We gotta start telling this guy to stop. All in all, the Minecraft movie is a perfect example of how to make an adaptation not crappy. Anyways, that's gonna do it for this video. I'm gonna start work on my script for the Roblox movie. Look it up.